babies. You are watching Everything Mama C TV, and we are on a new series, guys. This series is going to be called Sweets for the Sweet. Yes, no food, all desserts.
Just desserts.
You are tuned in for a treat. Don't you turn that channel, honey. We about to get it cracking.
From Momma chocolate sugar.
This is highly requested. Everyone's always asking me, when are you gonna bake something? When are you gonna bake something? Well, here you go, the whole series. And the title of this series is Sweets for the Sweet. Who's a sweet? I'm glad you asked. I'm talking about you, baby. Hey, Sugar Wugas. So glad you came in today. We're making strawberry banana pudding, honey, with a cookie overload. Oh, yes. Yum. Oh. All right. It's recipe time. All right, you're going to need some whole milk, heavy whipping cream, cream cheese, sweetened condensed milk, powdered sugar, and Cool Whip. I use homemade whipped cream for my recipe. For the cookie overload, we're going to use Nilla wafers, of course, a must, graham cracker cookies, and chessman cookies, and finally shortbread. Lorna Doom. Definitely got to have darker the berries, sweeter the juice strawberries, the darker the better. We also use different types of bananas, ripe and semi-ripe bananas for this recipe. Hey, welcome back to Sweets for the Sweets. So what we're going to do is get this lemon ready, right? The reason why we want to get the, oh, geez, okay.
Do I want to edit that? No, we'll keep it.
The reason why we need a lemon is when we cut our bananas, we're going to need to make sure they don't turn brown any further. So I got sort of a medley of bananas here. I got some that are very ripe. I had more, but somebody wanted to feed kids breakfast this morning. Hence Ike. They love bananas for breakfast. My kids love bananas. All 5 of them are here, y'all. So hopefully we get through this. We're only doing desserts right now, so no food, so we should get through this. Everybody's on, nap time. So what, 3-4 hours, hopefully. But yeah, so they love bananas. We love bananas. I got it from my papa. We talked about that in episode 4 of, oh yes, Mama can go down. And so I got some that are super duper ripe, which is good. And then I have some other ones. They're not raw. They're still ripe, but they're not super duper ripe. So this stuff don't go too brown as I'm going through the recipe. We're gonna squeeze it with some lemon. Same thing with my strawberries. That's some juicy. Darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, baby. Got some really juicy strawberries. I got those from Walmart. They're really juicy and they taste really good. So we're gonna get going, guys. All right. So like I said, let me go ahead and cut this lemon in half and just put that to the side. Yeah, I don't usually mess with the banana pudding. That's just something I've never made in my whole time of cooking because my brother-in-law have been making them forever. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna touch that. That's his. So we're gonna do some chunky dice here, so you really get to taste the strawberry. So you guys see that here? It looks like the size of a dime. So yeah, I just never deal with the banana pudding, y'all. Something you just leave it alone. It ain't for you to do. It ain't for you to do. But everybody keep requesting it, so I'm like, okay, I gotta make my own. You know, I want my kids when they grow up to be like, my mama made the best this and I made the best that. So I'm gonna have to make my own recipe, and I did just that. I sort of looked through everybody's. I looked to see what Doug did. I looked up to see what my girl. I miss her so much, y'all. Y'all need to learn how to forgive people. I miss my girl Paula Dean. What she did was not right. Let's say that it wasn't right. But man, I mean, I'm glad Jesus ain't like us, and we need to forgive her. I miss her. She's the reason why I started cooking. I'm not gonna lie. Like family, my whole family cooks, but when the Food Network came out, that's when I was like, oh, that's what I want to do in my life. You know, I do everything. I sing, I write, I work with youth, and I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm only doing cooking, but it's one of the things I just fell in love with the Food Network. And I'm like, Paula Deen, like, she's so funny to me and Southern. You know, ever since I got married, y'all, I think I'm Southern. You know, I'm from the Midwest, but I got married to a man who dad is from Mississippi. So yeah, I just left the banana pudding alone. I'm like, there's so many other people that are good at it. You know, I'll do everything else for the holidays. But it's my turn. It's my turn to do it. And y'all been requesting it, so I'm going to do it. We're making a lot of strawberries here. I'm probably going to speed this up. Not talk as much. Let me just go ahead and cut through this. Okay, guys? Actually, real quick, let me slow it down. I love these knives. These are made by a Pioneer woman. I got it from Walmart. It's really nice knife. I love it. So you should go get you one. Pioneer woman, I like her, but she don't replace Paula Deen, honey. She do not replace Paula Deen. So this one, I'm just going to go straight down and slice it, right? For presentation purposes. I'll probably use that on the top of my pudding. You guys are going to find out how I put this banana pudding together, and you'll understand why I call it cookie overload. Cookie overload. We're going to go to these bananas. I'll do the right ones on the top because they're going to be mushy. Garbage bowl going to fill up real quick with these. Yeah, that's a perfect banana. It's really good. Perfect size. Perfect ripeness. You know me, I'm a texture girl. And the brown goodness there, that's some good sugar. So don't worry about that. Let's do 2 at a time. And I'm going to be fancy, so I'm going to cut them in a bias. But yeah, banana pudding is everything, y'all. Every holiday you need a banana pudding, especially Easter. So you guys go ahead and take this recipe and do it for Easter, which is cut right around the corner. And the way I make my banana pudding, y'all, I wanted it to have texture. I'm a texture girl. So we know that the banana pudding, when you're using the vanilla wafers, that the vanilla wafer just gonna melt away and dissolve. And I love that melted away cookie stuff that comes with the vanilla wafers. But I like texture, so I like my cookies to be crunchy too. And this is why I adapted this whole cookie overload thing, so that I can have different textures in my banana pudding. So the graham cracker gives you that bottom bite that you need, you know, because we're doing like the whole strawberry cheesecake / banana pudding. That's what my recipe sort of tastes like. It's like a banana pudding that tastes like a cheesecake. So that's why I did we're gonna do the crust with the graham cracker. So that's a different texture there. And then we're gonna have, of course, the layer of vanilla wafers, and you have to do vanilla wafers. Do not try to go and get no generic brand of cookies here. Don't do it. Just don't do that. That's so disrespectful. Like my Rhea would say.
That's so rude.
So go on and get you the vanilla wafers. It's 50 cents more. So go on and get those. I'm starting off not cutting the bias, talking too much. And then all the other cookies have different textures. The fancy cookies, they don't call them butter cookies. They call them distinctive cookies. I don't know. Those cookies hold its form. They stay crunchy. So that's what I'm going to top it with that. And then we have the shortbread cookies. They are buttery. They taste delicious. It'll keep its bite a little bit, but not as much as those Chessman cookies. Those stay hard at the very top. So that's why I got cookie overload, right? Hey babies, welcome back to Sweets for the Sweet. And as you see, we're all done with our bananas. So I tried to cut them at a bias here. And here we're going to go ahead and squeeze the lemon on the strawberries just to make sure they don't turn. It's also going to add a great flavor, all right? So as I'm going through the rest of my recipe here, we're going to go ahead and do the lemon. Make sure you get that lemon on everything so that bananas don't start turning brown, okay? And if y'all hear somebody in the background, my oldest daughter is in the kitchen. She woke up early, but I told her if she sits quietly, she can sit and watch mommy and her cooking show, okay? You got that, Rhea? You got it? Guess what? Guess what? You forgot to say something. Guess what?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I got a treat for you. You want that lemon? There you go. All right, so y'all hear her talking. She right there. All right, back to Sweets for the Sweets. So we'll go to the next step. So what I'm gonna do, I did my pudding the night before, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in that video so you guys can see how I make my homemade banana pudding. So go ahead and watch how I make my pudding, and I'll be right back, okay? To make my homemade pudding, you're gonna wanna do that the day before because you're gonna want your pudding to be able to settle in the refrigerator for the minimum of 6 to 8 hours. Overnight is going to be even better, so that's what I'm going to do. All right, so what we're going to do first is go through the ingredients, and what we're going to need is 5.5 cups of whole milk. Do not skimp on the milk. This is not when you want to use a light milk or a 2% milk. Like, this recipe is for like holidays only. You only make it probably once or twice a year, so yeah, it's going to be a whole lot of goodness on here, but we're going to use all whole milk here. So we're going to use 5.5 cups of whole milk. I have 4 here, another 1.5 cups there. I'll show you why a little later. We're going to use 12 ounces of evaporated milk. Evaporated milk is here. This is the one I use. They do sell 12-ounce cans, but they also sell these, which are 17 ounces. I love this because the kids love it in oatmeal. It's so good. Oatmeal with a little bit of this milk. Oh, they love it. Then we're going to go on with some vanilla. Definitely going to use some pure vanilla here. I'm also going to use a little bit of butter vanilla, probably only, what, 1/4 of a teaspoon. Same thing with the cream cheese extract. We're going to use a little bit of that, probably, what, another 1/4 teaspoon of that as well. We are going to use 8 egg yolks. You do not want to use the whites here. You want to separate them. 2 cups of granulated sugar, which is here. We're also going to use a 1/2 cup of cornstarch here. You guys can see that there. We're going to use some salt. You're going to use 3/4. So we're going to use 3/4 teaspoons. So we're going to use a 1/2 teaspoon and a 1/4 teaspoon because they don't have a 3/4 teaspoon of salt. We're going to go into this, which is the special secret recipe to this pudding. You're going to know that it's there, but you're going to be like, what is that exactly? It's not super strong. We're going to put it in while we're actually making the pudding. This is going to be butterscotch schnapps. So we're going to add a little bit of that in the pudding. It's going to be that little taste that's in the pudding, and you're going to be like, what is that? That is so good. The sweetened condensed milk, we're going to use a whole can of that, and that is a 14-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. And we also have a block of Philadelphia cream cheese. All right, guys, so moving right along, we're going to start with adding our milk. I want to pour that in quickly. There you go. All right, and the recipe calls for 4.5, so I got a 1/4 cup here, so I'm going to do 2 of these to give me another 1/2. I could have found my 1/2 cup, y'all, so we just going to have to use that. And we're going to save this other cup for later. I'll tell you what we're going to use that for. We're going to put this on medium heat and let that come to a simmer, okay? We're going to whisk away, whisk, whisk, whisk. You don't want it to stick to the bottom, so it's on medium heat, and you just want to keep that whisk right there because you're going to be using it constantly. Okay, guys, so while that milk is simmering, you want to keep an eye on it, though. You always want to keep an eye on it. You don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pan. But while that's happening, we're going to work on this egg mixture. So it's going to be the 8 yolks. I use the extra large egg yolks. I don't know if that makes a difference. So just in case somebody wants to know that. There's 2 cups of sugar here. We're going to do our cornstarch. We're going to go ahead and add the salt here. And this is where we're going to use the leftover 1 cup of milk, okay? So we're going to pour that here. So we're going to whisk that. You want to whisk that well. I mean, you want to, of course, break down all those yolks, break them together. You want to make sure that sugar is well mixed in there. I got my eggs mixed well here. I just whisk until most of all of that cornstarch disappeared. The next step is so crucial, guys. Now we're going to temper these eggs. You do not want to make scrambled eggs. So this is when you're going to take some of the milk here and add it to the eggs. Once you add this to the eggs, you want to be very careful. You almost want to be pouring it at the same time as you're whisking. And you want to make sure you're putting this hot milk in here, but so as you're putting it, you're stirring, like you're tempering. You're bringing these eggs to the temperature of the milk. You want to bring it to temperature as slowly as possible because you do not want this to turn into scrambled eggs, and it will. So I'm adding a little at a time, As soon as you pour it in there, you got to mix it. Like, you got to be ready. You cannot let that hot milk sit in this egg mixture for long at all. Whisk, whisk, whisk. I mean, your wrist gonna be hurting, but you got to keep going. Whisk, whisk, whisk. You want to keep doing that. All right, guys. So once you have tempered the eggs, and I actually added pretty much half of this milk here, and now we're going to pour that egg mixture in the pot, and we're going to whisk at the same time. So we're going to bring that anywhere between medium and high, and we're going to just stir away. Actually, right now we're safe because the temperature is not really hot. You're going to wait for that to come to a boil. When you see it coming to a boil, that's when you're going to start whisking, because that's when it starts to form that pudding. All right, guys, so this is truly a labor of love. I have been sitting here whisking for a while now, and as you can see, we got pudding. We got pudding, honey. So we're going to go ahead and add that vanilla, that pure vanilla. I added after I turned off the heat, guys, so that we can actually taste the vanilla. Put that in there. We're gonna whisk that all up. A quarter teaspoon of the cream cheese extract, and we're gonna add a fourth of a teaspoon also of this butter vanilla extract. We're gonna add that as well, and we're gonna mix it all together really well, and then we're gonna put this in a bowl and let this chill overnight, guys. All right. So the pudding is done. So we'll be able to go ahead and put this together tomorrow with all the bananas and all the cookie overload, honey. Oh my goodness, guys, so I forgot my main ingredient. I cannot forget the butterscotch, honey. The butterscotch schnapps. So we're gonna add a half a tablespoon of this. And you wanna do this off the heat. Of course, I have an electric stove, so it shouldn't matter. But you always want to be safe and want to turn off your fire when you're adding the alcohol. And we're going to go ahead and add that in there. And we're going to go ahead and whisk that up really, really good, okay? You're definitely going to want to use some saran wrap because the pudding can form a skin at the top, and you don't want that in your beautiful pudding. So you want to just flatten that out. Just like that. Oh my God, y'all, so good. All right, and then of course that'll be for me. This. Might need to get more than one piece, but that's what I mean. You want to touch it. See there? And it's gonna make sure that no air bubbles get in there, and it doesn't create that skin on the top of this pudding, because we don't want that. It'll get hard, it'll change colors. You'll be able to taste it in your pudding. So you guys can see it here, right? Push that in. All right, and you see it's still moving. It'll settle even more. And then in the morning, when I put the banana pudding together, we're gonna go ahead and add that. Don't forget, we still have the Philadelphia cream cheese and the sweetened condensed milk. We're gonna whip that together with some whipped cream. You guys stay tuned, or be with you in a second. Hey, sugar woogers. So what we're gonna do now is make the custard, all right? We're gonna use this custard and we're gonna mix it with that homemade pudding. So stay tuned, okay? This is what we're gonna need. So first we're gonna have to make our whipped cream. So to make homemade whipped cream, you're gonna use some whipping cream. I'm using heavy whipping cream because I want it to get there quickly, all right? So this is ice cold, it's really chilled, okay? And we're gonna do 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. We're gonna put in our powdered sugar here. Typically you would put 1/4 cup of powdered sugar in every cup of heavy whipping cream, but I did 3/4, just a little bit more. You always want to put the whisk attachment for your KitchenAid when you're doing whipped cream, okay? So this baby is called, what do I call her? Oh yeah, cherry bomb. This is my second baby I got. She's smaller. My first KitchenAid I got, her name is Big Mama. She's the bigger one. She's right here. She's been with me since the beginning. She's probably, what, 15 years old, right? And so you want to put that on, and you want to whip away. All right, stay tuned, and I'll be done with this. You want to turn that on, start slow because you have all that powder, and you don't want to get powder everywhere. And then you're going to turn it up. Be very, very careful not to over whip this because it can quickly turn into butter, y'all. All right, so what I did was turn it on 10, so I turned it on high. And I'm going to tell you, it happens really quickly, guys. So look at my whipped cream here. See that whipped cream? That is some good whipped cream right there. Homemade whipped cream is super, super easy, y'all. I love the Cool Whip, too. I actually got Cool Whip. I'll probably add that at the top. I like Cool Whip. But homemade whipped cream is the bomb. And you know what you're putting in it. I think I'm going to put some flavor in it here. I didn't put that in my actual ingredients, but let me go ahead and add some flavor in here. Because that's what I'm saying. With whipped cream, when you're doing homemade, you can make it your own, right? So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and add flavoring to this. So I'm going to add a little bit of this, okay? I just, that's what making up your own recipe is. Just doing your own thing. Doing it when you want to do it, And I love cooking. I love baking. It's just so relaxing to me. Some people hate cooking. I don't know what's wrong with them, but I love it. So I'm going to put, let me see how much I want to do. A half a teaspoon. That'll work. A half a teaspoon of that. And I'll do another quick whip of this. I was gonna say I was gonna get a Soraya, but she left, y'all. I was gonna let her lick the whisk. That's good. Now, like I said, you can do that to your recipe if you want to, or you can keep it without it, or you can put just regular vanilla. Y'all see that whipped cream? Oh, sorry. Can you see that, babe? Is it showing? It's showing? Okay. Look at that whipped cream. Homemade whipped cream, y'all. All right, Sugar Wugas, welcome back to Sweets for the Sweet. All right, we're gonna make the custard, all right? Now, this part I did adapt from my girl, Paula Dean. She mixed together a block of the Philadelphia cream cheese. It's at room temperature. And she also used a can of the condensed milk and 14 ounces of that. But I had to make it my own, so when I went in the cabinet to look for the cream cheese vanilla, this was sitting right next to it, y'all. I put this in my cheesecake cake. This is pudding that I put inside of my cake, my vanilla cake recipe when I'm making a cheesecake cake. So I think I'm gonna add this to the custard, probably maybe a tablespoon of that. I just made that up right now. It's not gonna be in the ingredients in the video that I showed you guys
previously, but that's okay. That's what we do. We make a recipe how the way we want to make a recipe because I can do what I want to do. Because this is my recipe, and you can adopt it if you want to, or you cannot.
All right, so I'm gonna start with the cream cheese first because we want it to mix well. So I'm gonna go ahead. All right, that's mixed real good. And then, I need my spatula I left in the whipped cream, guys, which is sitting here. We're gonna use that real quick. Use a paper towel real quick just to sit it on. Okay, while that cream cheese is creaming, we're gonna go ahead and slowly pour in the sweetened condensed. Y'all, this is, woo! It's like liquid caramel. I'm trying to tell you, this is a once a year or twice a year dessert, so I don't want to hear nobody saying, "Ooh, that's too sweet."
You can go watch another recipe that got low-fat cookies and low-fat sweetened condensed milk and low-fat everything. You do that if you need to do that. Go ahead and do it. You do you and be great. What makes you great? This is what we gonna do.
Then we're gonna mix the whipped cream with this, so it's gonna make this batter lighter with the whipped cream, and then we're gonna take all of that and mix that into the pudding. Y'all just follow along with me, okay? Just follow along. All right, so I did give our whipped cream a little bit of time to sit in the refrigerator to make sure it's cool. And now we have our custard. And what we're going to do is add this whipped cream in here little by little. We're going to fold it in. You don't want to mix it in, so not using a mixer anymore. So you put that in there. Texture. Actually, I'm going to put it all in and fold it little by little. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, and now we're going to fold it in. So This just takes some time and fold it in. It don't have to be perfect because, like I said, we're going to go ahead and add our homemade pudding. Stay tuned. We're getting closer. Sweets for the sweets. If you haven't already, make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you subscribe. I would love for you to hit that notification button so you know when the next episode of Sweets for the Sweets will air, all right? I'll see you guys shortly. We're getting closer to time. Put it together, build it together, the fun part. You guys can see that? You can barely pick this bowl up. Hold it like that, yeah. You guys see that? So get in there. Oh my goodness. I can't help you, y'all. Oh, hold on. Oh my goodness!
Have your way. Pudding, have your way in this place, oh God. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good.
It's so good. Let me get all of it in here, y'all. Let me get it all in here. I'm gonna speed through this real quick so we can get to the next step, which is the best step. Putting this bad baby together. Hey babies, so we're getting closer, y'all. I almost forgot the most important part. I was about to put this thing together. I got all my utensils. I got the strawberries, bananas, everything. I forgot my bottom. I need my crust. Gotta be cookie overload, right? So I have to go get my graham crackers. I pretty much did all of it off camera, but I used, so these were the sizes. So there was 6 of these in a box. So this is what I used to make my crust. I use regular honey graham crackers. Now here you could, make it your own and do a chocolate graham cracker. That'd be really good. You can even make this like a banana split pudding. You add in the strawberries already. You can go ahead and add some pineapple there. Ooh, maybe I should try that. Add some pineapple in here, and then instead of using a honey graham cracker, you see I'm crushing it as I go because I'm gonna have to beat this anyway. But instead of using the regular honey graham crackers, you can use a chocolate graham cracker. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in a bag, get all the air out, and now we're gonna beat it to smithereens. Then we're gonna flatten the bag and let all your frustrations out. For those who don't know, I am a foster mom, so this is my time to get out my frustration. You can't touch the kids at all. You can't do nothing. They even saying time out is bad. I'm like, seriously, can't put the kids on the wall, nothing? What am I supposed to do? You're supposed to look at the kids like, it's okay. I love you. Why did she do that? Don't do it again. So I'm going to let out my frustration. Actually, while I'm here, I might as well add the sugar too. There's no need to wait to put it in a bowl. Let's go ahead and put that sugar in now. And I use a cup of sugar. I'm going to save a little bit of that sugar. I might put some of that on top of the strawberries. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Uh-oh, somebody woke. Who was that? Y'all hear that? Mommy. 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 Can y'all hear that? What was that, Merman? So it's been 2 hours and they woke up early, guys. It didn't last. It's supposed to last. It's supposed to sleep for at least 3 to 4 hours. It didn't happen. They know what I'm doing right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the sugar in here now and beat it while. Don't forget to let the air out, because if you don't let the air out, you will bust your bag.
I told you, take a nap and take a nap. Don't call my name while I'm baking on my baking show. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers so I can make some money, get my own cooking show, but you won't listen to me.
I'm gonna go get them. They might as well just come on down. Let's see if we can sit them in front of the TV with a snack or something, guys. So I'm gonna keep beating this. After I get done beating this, we're gonna add in some butter. I have 6 pats of butter here. We're gonna put those all together in a bowl, and then we're gonna push it inside of our 13 by 9 pan for our banana pudding, or our strawberry banana pudding with cookie overload. Stay tuned. All right, guys. So I have our crumb crust here, our graham cracker crust. We added water. I actually had to go in and add some more because I used a whole pack of graham cracker. I did have to add some more butter, so I went in and added 4 more pads of butter. And you guys can see it here. We're gonna put it in a 13 by 9. I'm gonna just warn y'all right now. The kids are downstairs. If you hear smacking in the background, Zandy is right under me. I gave them popsicles, y'all. Hopefully this will sustain them. Or I might have too much, let's see. And won't mess with me so much. So we wanna push this down. I actually got popsicles on background, right? You know, I gotta be ready at all times. Somebody might walk in here and have a breakdown, a complete meltdown at any moment now. So we probably got, what, 2-3 minutes to finish this segment, or finish this part, okay? I can use the back of this to press it in even better. So we're pressing that in. Now you can actually go here and put it in the refrigerator, let it settle up a little bit. But I'm not gonna worry about that because I'm gonna let this settle for 6 hours anyway. So I'm not gonna bake it or put it in the refrigerator or anything. And that's it, guys. So next is starting to build the layers. I don't know how much longer we got. Mirror Man, go have a seat. You're done? Huh? Okay, give it to me. You want some more? Okay. All right, garbage bowl. I gotta be ready at all times, y'all. Okay, I know. That's what I was saying. I was saying the same thing. There you go. Yeah? Say thank you. All right. Bye. Go watch cartoons. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and start building those layers. I've already started here. I don't have a whole lot of time. So I'm just taking up my bananas. I'm using a fork because I do not want to get banana in my nails. I'm just using the back of the fork and a spoon. Pick it up. Drop it. We don't have to be jam-packed because we're going to do a second layer of banana, right? This layer, I'm not going to do strawberries. We're only going to do the strawberries in the middle layer, all right? Because it's mainly a banana pudding, right? The strawberry is just a surprise. That cheesecake, strawberry cheesecake surprise. All right, guys, it's pudding time. Homemade pudding time. Homemade pudding time. Homemade pudding time. Let me be quiet for the kids coming here and start dancing. All right, so I'm gonna use an ice cream scooper. I don't know if this is the best way to do it, but this is what I'm gonna do, just to get some layers in there. So let's see. Let's see if I can scoop it and see if that'll help me. So once. Lorna Doone cookies, guys. Very buttery. Oh, it's my favorite. It's a shortbread. Got them behind me. So bear with me as I open them. And we're just going to put them on. Just like we would do the wafers. And as you guys can probably see, Shadow Isaac's walking back and forth. He's no longer the camera guy right now. They're okay, Booka. If they come in, it's okay. And this is why we're calling it cookie overload. We're using 4 different kind of cookies. This is cookie number 2. So we've already done the graham cracker, the honey graham cracker. Now we're doing this is for people who like cookie more than they like the pudding in their banana pudding. This is definitely going to work for you. And also, you can do this recipe with no banana. So you can make this pudding with just the cookies. All you do is take out the banana layer and you're good. Some people don't like banana in their pudding. I think that's a little weird, but yeah, each his own. You guys can see it. So that's the first layer, or the next layer of cookies. All right. And then we're going to go in with banana, and this time we're going to do strawberry. So let's go ahead and put the strawberries down. We're going to just, I do not want to get strawberries in my nails. All right. We're going to just go ahead and put the strawberries all over. Just let them drop wherever they want to drop. It's a sliced one. Want to keep that one. And the reason why I'm doing this in the middle layer because I don't want the strawberries to bleed at the top. I don't want bleeding strawberries at the top of the banana pudding. All right, so that's gonna soak into that cookie as well. All right, so I did do the second layer now. This one has the strawberries and the bananas. So look at that. Can you zoom in? Can you see that? Yum. Oh my goodness. All right, so now we're gonna go on with the next cookie goodness, and we're gonna go with the famous Nella wafers, okay? And we're gonna pack those in there. And after we do that, we're gonna go ahead and put another layer of pudding, so stay tuned. All right, guys, as you can see, our Nella wafers are layered now. So this is our Nella wafer layer. So we got so we want to spread this out. Oh, I might actually add more pudding on this layer. Yeah. Jesus. So you make sure to get all the way down in that crevices. Get it all the way down in the holies of holies. Let's put maybe 2 more layers of pudding on this last layer. Because this is where the harder cookie is going to be. This is where we're going to bring in the chessman cookies. They're a little harder. They can hold up to this pudding. All right. As you can see, I went ahead and went on to the next layer. The kids are just completely taking over. I have no popsicles left, so you know what's been going on for the last 30 minutes. I went ahead and did the cookies off camera. So this is what it should look like. It's my strawberry banana pudding cookie overload. 4 cookies, guys. So we're gonna put this in the refrigerator and let it chill. But in the meantime, I got a lot of leftover pudding, a lot of leftover cookies, a lot of leftover bananas. I'm gonna go ahead and make me a trifle. So I'll have another bowl of banana pudding for just me and Isaac. I'll keep this one for the fam. Okay, welcome back, babies. So if you hear complete craziness going on in the background, because
there's complete craziness going on in the background.
I love my babies though. They're my joy. Okay, so we're gonna do it just like we did the other one. We're gonna start with some graham cracker, and I'm just gonna use everything I have left. Alright, then we're gonna throw some of the bananas in there, and I'm just gonna throw them in there. Got our banana layer there. Then we're gonna do our pudding layer. This one I added another teaspoon of the butterscotch in it. And you're not even really gonna taste it, y'all, because the one I did last night, you can really taste. You can taste the butterscotch flavor, but you're not tasting the alcohol. So don't worry, saints. We're gonna be okay. Reverend gonna be okay. All right. Oh no. What happened, Rhea?
Mirror's following you? Does it hurt? It hurts you a lot. Are you bleeding? Oh, you're bleeding too because he's following you? Oh, okay. I'll get the first aid kit in a minute, okay? Alright, so let's spread that out.
We're gonna go to the next layer of cookies, which was the, how do you say this word? I always forget it. Lorna? Doom. Layer 2. Then we're gonna do bananas and strawberries. So where are we at? Slice some more strawberries. I just cut them the long way. That's just what I did here. And then here we're going to go to, wafers. So I think I want to do pudding. Do I want to do pudding or cookies? Yeah, let's do pudding. I did my strawberry layer and banana layer. I put pudding and I just put my vanilla wafers around just to make them pretty. I only had a couple left and they are pretty much broken pieces, but it's good. So I'm just gonna let it fall in there. So push them down in there. And then let's get some more pudding. There's only a little left, so I'll just get all the leftover pudding. Y'all, that made a lot of pudding. Just pour all the rest of that pudding. Just like that. As you can see, I used all of the chessman cookies, and this is what I came up with at the top. And I'm gonna use the rest of this graham cracker crust too. And then I'm gonna add some strawberries at the top and just randomly putting these here. All right, babies. All right, Sugar Wugas, we actually are all done here. I went ahead off camera and added the leftover graham cracker crumbs to the top of this, and you guys can see it. Can you see that, babe? Go, you can go zoom in for me. I might use this as a thumbnail. Y'all hear main baby in the background growling. He mad because he just woke up, y'all. Here he comes. Here he comes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They're just gonna scream right in the middle of my video. Hey guys, can I give a few more minutes, please? Maybe a few more minutes? Say hi to everybody. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Smile, show your teeth. You gotta show your teeth, main baby. They're out there in YouTube world. They're out there. Say hi. Oh, you didn't know what was up here, huh? It looks good? It looks good, my baby? You want some? You want to say hi too? Okay, let me pick you up. Oh my God. Everybody want to say hi? Okay. Oh my God, Jesus. Say hi, man. He's too heavy. Say hi. Ray, where you at? Come over here on this side. I'm not picking you all the way up. You ain't getting all the way up here. Stand right there on the chair. Stand on there. Oh my God. There you go. All right, say hi to everybody. And look at her beautiful face. Her brother scratched her this morning. Who did that to? Who did that to your face?
Me.
He did what? He touched my baby. You know I don't play that. Nobody don't touch my kids.
Mommy, he did it right here.
Oh my, he didn't mean to do it, right? He didn't mean to do it. Oh. All right, say bye, babies. Ray, you gotta say it like
bye.
No, you gotta say it like this. Bye, babies. 1, 2, 3, go. Bye, babies. 1, 2, 3. Oh my God. Bye, babies. You not gonna say anything? Main gonna do it. Come on, let Main do it. You not ready, Ray. You not ready. You not TV ready. Come on. Come on, Main baby. Let Main baby try it. Mirror. Oh Jesus. Oh my God. Let's see if Main baby. You gonna say it, Main baby? Okay. All right. 1, 2. Say bye, babies. Say it. 1, 2, 3. Wave. Say bye, babies. If no one told you, Mama Chocolate loves ya. Continue to soar past the birds, the planes, and the rockets. Why? Heaven bound. Bye, everybody. Say bye.
Bye.
Do I have to blow kisses? Say we love you guys.
Bye.
Come on, you want to say bye?
Another.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my. He's too heavy, y'all. He's solid. Oh, my God. Ray, get him. Oh, my God. Ray. Oh, my God. I can hold him.
No.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Cut.
You oughta like a comment and subscribe. You oughta